Valentine's Day is coming up this week, and I cannot think of a better time to think about store-bought flowers. This is a time when a lot of us are giving flowers, we're getting flowers, and let's face it, those florist prices are crazy. And I always tell my husband, please don't buy me one of those things. I don't need all that, and it's just crazy to spend that kind of money. So my apologies to all the florists out there. I think store-bought flowers are just as amazing. They just need a little bit of help because most of us come home and shove them into a vase just as they're sold in the store. And most of us have this feeling of like it's just okay. So I think that you can make magic with store-bought flowers so easily. And I want to show you today how simple it is to do that. I've gathered up a few vases. I have all different kinds here. I have a beaker that I found at Michael's. I have a little bit high-end designer Royal Copenhagen vase. This one I found at Goodwill. It was originally from Williams-Sonoma, but it is a Goodwill find that was $2.93. And one more of my favorites. This is a West Elm candle holder, which I have very affectionately turned into a vase. Oh, let me go get one more thing. I want to show you a water glass as well. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, now a water glass. You can make magic with so little things. So if you do not have these exact vases, don't stress. The point of this isn't to have you going out shopping, though I will leave a link below if you're interested in any of these things. The point is, look at what you already have on hand and make magic. So are you guys ready? Let's make some magic. Okay, first of all, let's move this over. It's probably blocking all the light as it is. Okay, it's a little bit damp. I just shoved them in water when I got home. This is actually a really good bouquet. I try to avoid the ones that have neon colors, like the ones that they've actually dyed, the ones that are dyed blue or dyed pink. It has this unnatural feel that even though when you look at it, you're like, ooh, fun. It's like, go for the naturals. Pop the little flower food packet off and feed a little bit into each of these. Okay, now, I don't have any of this planned out. I have no idea where this is going to go, so I'm just gonna start taking them out, pop this rubber band off, and look at what I've got. So when I think about something that's a smaller size like this one, I don't need something really tall. So I'm gonna think about the shape of these flowers. How is that gonna look in that vase? I'm going to save this vase for the next one because a lot of these stems are really long and that is perfect for this beaker. I love vintage beakers. I collected them the whole time I lived in Europe, and I think that they are so beautiful. There's something so raw and natural and geeky about it. I'm a science nerd, and so I just love it. So just one thing in a vase. That is photogenic, that is photo worthy right there. This one little leaf is just a little wonky. I'm gonna take him off. And let's see. Oh, look at this. I love the fillers. This is a great filler. Look at how pretty that little flower is. It's gorgeous, but we lose it when it's in the middle of this whole big thing. So I'm going to kind of put these opposite each other. I don't want it to look too done. I want it to look like it just happened that way, like the magic just occurred. And so try not to bunch them too much and make it look too done. Now this, oh no, these little guys, I think. No, not those. Let's try the lowly carnation that everybody gives such a hard time. Carnations are beautiful. So I think go for carnations. When you have a bouquet from the store, they always include them because they're inexpensive. gather it around those blooms and stick it in there. Okay, need something tall. I like how this one has all that green on there. Looking backwards. See how pretty this is? There we go. Okay. There's one. I almost have too many flowers. I may have to go look for some more vases. Always take off any of the leaves that would be down in the water because that makes them unhappy and the water gets yucky and smelly, and that is not pleasant for anybody. I really just love these flowers. In fact, I have a packet. This bunch was about $12 from Publix, our local grocery store. And I could have just bought these by themselves for $4, a little pack. And I did. I've got a pink one like that, and I just think that's gorgeous. I just wanted to stop. Gorgeous. I would also take something like this and put it right next to the tub. You don't need a lot of fancy things, just a simple little flower in there. And then I think these guys. I went to this really great florist flower arranging class one time, and I loved that the girl hosting it was like, always have a queen. There's always like one star of the show. And I think that was such a great, I loved that. I love the idea that there's one star of the show. Look at that. That's just simple little inexpensive daisies and one queen. I was thinking that these roses would be perfect in this vase, but I just think there's something so elegant and pure about a bunch of roses. And I know that you're all gonna get roses this week, and if you don't get roses from somebody, go buy them for yourself. You do not need someone to buy them for you. You certainly don't need an excuse to have a little bit of magic in your week. Keeping them low to the vase is what kind of makes them feel magical. There's something just really great about just seeing all those pretty rose tops. So there's not quite enough to fill this out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this down. You could just as easily have put this into that water glass and it would look incredible. It's nice when they're not perfect. And you could just put this right by your bedside table. You don't need anything else. You could just stop here, for sure. I was thinking I might just add just a little bit because I have so much here, and just keep going just a little bit with it to show you what else you could do. You happen to get a carnation. Look at this carnation. Let's give this a queen. Anything else to it? I think that's beautiful, don't you? Alstroemeria. Okay, I don't know all the names of them, but these are, I would equate this to a rose. I'm sorry, but it's just as pretty. The flower on this is just stunning, and I need to find another vase because I think another one of these is going to go high for me. In fact, you know what? I've got this guy here. Let's just use this, and let me just show you how you can just take such a simple thing and make it so beautiful. But yeah, you don't need a European florist to have gorgeous bouquets, and you don't need to spend thousands of dollars from a local florist or ordering them, because they can just get so expensive. And I think that it makes most of us feel like we can't have flowers in our lives. And to me, flowers are just pure magic. So anytime I can have them in my home, I will, because I just think that they're just bliss. I like when they don't like all look the same. Okay, so I've kind of created a bit of movement here where they're not in a ball. So sometimes I clump them, and then sometimes I just want them to look free, like hair that hasn't been done that day. I think that there's something very willowy and lovely about that. I don't have a lot of depth here, but that does not mean I can't make a gorgeous arrangement here. Everybody was at my house recently asking what this candle was. This is the Commodity Book Scented. God, it really does smell like books. It's amazing. I absolutely love how this turned out. This is about $20 worth of store-bought grocery store flowers. And I just think, I need this reminder for myself that I don't need a special occasion to treat myself to flowers. This is something I could do more often, and I should. This little pack here was only $4. There's so much you can do with so little money. And the magic isn't in a bigger budget. The magic is in the creativity and pulling it all together. And add some candlelight for coziness. These candles are so inexpensive. You can grab them at the dollar store. It's nothing fancy. I do have the one that is fragranced, and I do like to savor that one, but you don't have to have that. So I think I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and a piece of chocolate and sit and enjoy these flowers for a minute, and then it's off to do some more things. But wow, I just can't believe how well this turned out, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, hit subscribe. I've got so much more coming and so many great surprises for you in the coming days, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. And of course, give us a like and tell us which flowers are your favorite. And if you think maybe you're gonna be heading to your grocery store to grab some flowers today. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Put the blanket on me.
This is an utterly rare treat.
I know, why don't we do this more? Why don't we do this more?
Because we have soccer and baseball,
Basketball, driving lessons.
we have life.
Cheers.
So cheers.
To more life and more magic.
There's no ching in that. Let's try again. Cheers, ching.
To more magic.
More magic.
Let's never lose it. I love you.
I love you too.
Give me a kiss. I love you.